MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Kyle Hendricks will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88 to 91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And right into the shift. This is foul for the first strike.
First pitch, 120.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Row. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Fouled away. Full count now, 3-2.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
Standing in now, Jazz Chisholm, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Chisholm is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. 3-0 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. but not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 24, Avisaíl Garcia.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Batting fourth.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Changeup called strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Bellinger fields cleanly. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Gene Segura standing in, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit in the air down the right field line, and now it'll kick around in the corner. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 2, the Cubs coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Sixto Sanchez gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Standing in, Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs.
These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last two, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. If there's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in a 4-game set, that's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Suzuki. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
1 out, nobody on. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1 pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm a bit worried about the second hitter. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Fastball called strike 1-2. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Into the box, number 4. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
In now, Sixto Sanchez. 1-0 the count. Fly ball to straightaway left. Happ will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
Now at the plate, Brian De La Cruz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
A bouncer up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Miami down in order. They're up 2-0. Stepping up now, Matt Merker. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
The 2-2.
Helpful.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Dansby.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Merker gets his lead at first, nobody out. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. None out, runners at first and second. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Count is full. Here's the pitch, and he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate, Nico Horner, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Horner, a California-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Chopped in front of home plate. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. The next Cub up, Tucker Barnhart, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1 home is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Here's the 2-1 home. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Kyle.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Kyle Hendricks, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. Segura is there, and he has it for the out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ian.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The set and the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, bases loaded. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And not in time as the run scores. And he's safe.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
In now, Suzuki. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's set, and the pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. 1 Marlin error and 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. Now at the plate, Jazz Chisholm. He's had 14 at-bats in the series, picking up 4 base hits. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisaíl Garcia.
So here's Avisaíl Garcia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
0-1, here it comes. Strike 3 called on the slurve that time, and there are 2 down. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. In is Jorge Soler. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Swanson brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still a 3-2 ball game. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Patrick Wisdom. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Soler is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Merker. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's
Not
flat.
close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd.
Up next to the Cubs. The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. The windup and the 0-1. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 3-2. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Jesus Sanchez.
Number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
Now here's the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Gene Segura will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
Now back, the third baseman,
Joey Wendell digs in now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
Now back, number 4.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 4, and their runners at the corners now. From the stretch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Strike swinging. Timing a little off on that one.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On a line to shortstop.
Up next for the Marlins, the pitcher, Sanchez.
Digging in, Sixto Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner toward right center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side.
Leading off.
So here's Cody Bellinger. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Fly ball right down the line in left. On the move is Garcia. He's around first, heading for 2. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
At the plate now, Nico Horner, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. The 1-0 home takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. He's set. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Segura fields it cleanly. And there's out number 2. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here comes the 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Three runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-0. 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Sent out to straightaway center field. De La Cruz is there, and he puts this one away for the third. So striding in, Ryan De La Cruz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jazz Chisholm.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jazz Chisholm. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And quickly there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisail Garcia.
Digging in now, Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Three runs, 6 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Miami down in order, halfway home, tied at 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Suzuki.
The right fielder, number 27.
Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. The 1-1 home. So a full count now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner will get back standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1 to him now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now back, first baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Matt Merker is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is a sinker that gets a swinging strike.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 2-1 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Runners off for second. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and 1 away. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's now 5-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Daniel Casado will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Daniel Casado. The batter, number 7.
Into the box now, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Garcia has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Two out, nobody on. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this two-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 5-3 Chicago. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Jorge Soler.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Jesus Sanchez.
So stepping in, Jesus Sanchez. He singled his last time up. Infield swung around a bit to the right. Here's the first pitch to third. Reined in. Throw. Got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now batting, the second baseman, Segura.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Ready once again. Nico Hoerner hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soler has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher.
Stepping into the box, Tucker Barnhart. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Trey Mancini will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Mancini.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Kyle Hendricks. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hendricks.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. 2 out, nobody on. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's Trey Mancini will remain in the game in the number 9 spot and take over at catcher. 7th inning ready to roll, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Yan Gomes is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And the count will be full. Drilled down the line, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Happ scoops it up, and the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So now to the plate, number 4. Line to the right side, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Garrett Cooper will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Number 56.
So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Has a look, now the pitch. Brian De La Cruz is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Happ is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Jazz Chisholm.
So digging in now, Jazz Chisholm, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. A ball and 2 strikes.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box, Avisail Garcia. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Cubs lead this one 5-4. Number 48 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 48.
Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Ian Happ.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. All even now, 2-2. Three and 2 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Suzuki comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. It's 1-2. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Count still at 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's Segura. And there are 2 away now. Settling in now, Patrick Wisdom. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. He's set and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Two and 0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0. It's a swinging strike on the sinker.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, D-World, of not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
Matt Merker will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. A runner on first with two away. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Dribbled down the third baseline. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for the Cubs. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Keenan Thompson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71, Keenan Thompson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here it comes. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. The throw into second. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with it.
And it appears now the dugout has decided to put him on for free, so now the double play perhaps in order here with nobody out.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Now at the plate, Gene Segura. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
Digging in and looking for more, Joey Wendell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Ready for another shot now, number 4. And he's in a great spot. Tying run at third with a chance for a ball into the outfield to give his guys the lead. Here comes the first pitch.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. And this one gets away. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. Bellinger is there. Let's see if they test it. And they will not risk it. So with 2 away now, that go-ahead run is forced to hold tight at third base. J.J. Bleday will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, J.J. Bleday. Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Hughes, a native of the state of Michigan. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Off the LED board and gone. And good for him. J.J. Bleday has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as the side is retired. John Birdie will stay in the game, taking over in right and batting number 9. Dylan Floro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat. Dansby Swanson is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Skied into straightaway right. Birdie is underneath this one. 1 down.
Now batting.
So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Lined hard to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Nico Horner is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Comes set. Now the pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. Segura has it, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Hit down the line at first. Reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the now at the plate, Jazz Chisholm. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting. The left fielder.
Digging in to try it again.
Avisail Garcia.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ben Brown enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 54. Ben Brown.
Here's the first pitch to him. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Hit back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, John.
Coming to the plate now, John Birdie. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here comes the first pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final. Anthony Bender comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Eric Hosmer will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Sent on the ground out to second. Segura fields it cleanly, and there's one gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding in, Ian Happ. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2 and 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Full count now, 3 and 2.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now, Suzuki. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Patrick Wisdom would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3 and 2. And the payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
From the belt, the pitch. Patrick Wisdom stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Now the 1-0 hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1 and 1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Throw over to the bag. Back in standing. 2 out with the man at first. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly
8-5